I don't have any problems, and I don't show or have any in my life. Stratus, is there any reason for someone to worry about me? It's just. It isn't. It is completely made up. Ah, yes. What a great day to think about yet another famous person whose life was ruined by Hollywood. When I take you to the prom. Yeah, I'll go. You will? When worms have ears, I'll go with you. Of course. You all know Lark Voorhies from the 80s and 90s series Saved by the Bell, where she played the cool teen Lisa Turtle. I thought Lisa Turtle was beautiful on the show because of how she dressed, how pretty she was, and how she carried herself. Looking back on some of those shows, it's clear that Lisa was also an underrated style icon. But after a few more years of small TV jobs here and there, it became hard for her to get a part in anything, no matter how hard she tried. In the end, she just left Hollywood like everyone else. At the time, a lot of things came up, and some accounts said that she had even started using drugs. But Lark shut down those rumors and even sued the National Enquirer for printing a story that said she was addicted to drugs. So, what did happen to her? Did her downfall have anything to do with how often and publicly Hollywood turned her down? People who are interested want to know. Well, Lark showed up again in 2012, but she looked and acted very different, and her behavior and speech made it clear that something was definitely wrong with her. It was so scary that her mother, Trisha, told People magazine that her daughter had bipolar illness. She said, "I love my daughter very much, and I want her to get back to living her life. There are things in her life that have hurt her deeply." But Lark said that wasn't true. She also said in an interview with Entertainment Tonight that no one should worry about her. It's very similar to fighting a. When do you mean? When you join the army, you get in shape physically, mentally, and in terms of what you know. So, nothing has changed. It's like boot camp for the stage. But it was clear from that interview and a few other times she was seen that someone should be worried because she was having trouble. Then, 2 years later, Lark went on Entertainment Tonight again to talk about her mental illness and her mother's claim that she had stopped taking her medicine. Again, she said she had always been healthy and completely steady. The next thing that happened was that reporters dug deeper into her life. The more people looked into it, the more they found out that she really needed help. Even the people she used to work with didn't want anything to do with her. This was made clear when Jimmy Fallon got the group of Saved by the Bell together in February 2015. And even though the players did a great job, there were two people who were missing. Lisa Screech and Turtle. The actor who played Screech, Dustin Diamond, just told Fox 2 that he wasn't asked. Oh damn. And Lark told E! News that, as a big fan of Jimmy Fallon's show, she would have loved to have been in the skit. But she was not available because she had a lot of work to do. That was obviously a big lie, since Lark hadn't done any acting in years and had said more than once how much she was looking forward to seeing everyone again. But again, she seemed to be left out. In 2014, she showed up at the Hollywood opening of Where We Stand, which was a rare event. And all she could think about was seeing them again. And everyone always brings up and talks about the meeting. So there's no question that's going to happen. After the 2016 reunion, Lark talked to the paparazzi about the Jimmy Fallon reunion and the chance that the group would get back together. Everyone has been very excited about the meeting. We also have a demo skit that takes place at a very hot time. So it might be possible to build. Again in 2017. God's TV asked her about a reunion, and she said that if the world wanted it again, they would all be there. So we were all hooking up on the internet and getting ready for that. So I think it's going to keep coming back. In 2019, she either didn't go to a second gathering or wasn't allowed to. Then, in 2020, she wasn't a part of the reboot of the same show she had been talking about for years. Anyway, if you were paying attention, you would have seen that Lark didn't seem to have her mind together in any of the talks she did. And to make things even worse, she became friends with Jimmy Green, who her mom said was in a gang. Lark's mother even got a protection order against Jimmy Green because she was always afraid that he would hurt Lark. So, just like she denied having any mental problems, Lark went on TV to support Jimmy against Trisha's many accusations about him. She said that she and Jimmy were only together for the right reasons, which is similar to how she denied having any mental problems. She also said that her marriage to Jimmy was a great union of working together to make something happen. I'm sure that means something to Lark, but I'm not sure what. We're just like any other couple out there who is in love and working together to get things done. It's not a scam, and you can't get money from it. So, the marriage didn't work out. And Lark asked for a divorce just 6 months after saying I do. And that was after Jimmy Green tried to sell a racy video of the couple to the highest buyer, which made the news. But Lark's problems didn't end there. She also made a couple of scandalous posts on social media. In one, she said that her ex-husband, Jimmy Green, was broke, had lost his job at Taco Bell, and smelled like corn chips. This was against a protection order. Corn chips, yes. Then she said she had lupus in another one. In a number of posts, she attacked Bill Cosby, and then she said she wasn't black. But Lark protected herself by saying that her account had been hacked. Then she said that she didn't even have an Instagram account, which showed that she had some very serious problems. Lark wrote 3 books as well. Wow, A True Light, Reciprocity, and The Trek of the Cheshire. And if you want to buy the books, I should warn you that you might have a hard time understanding them. First of all, the book says that a real light is made up of a lot of commas and capital letters. In particular, the ideal comma and comma, true light period makes an impression on the reader, comma, the comma, all commas atoned, comma, resting, the comma formatted comma, nuance, comma, suitable, comma of comma orations, comma and comma, genuine period. What's more, the description of Trek of the Cheshire has way too many commas and is, to say the least, very hard to understand. Also, did you know that Martin Lawrence was engaged to Lark in 1993 and that he reportedly did her dirty? She heard that they were no longer engaged when he said on the Arsenio Hall show that he was engaged to someone else. Wow. As if her problems weren't hard enough already. But what do you know? Lark is said to have been trying to get back on her feet, which was clear when she went on Dr. Oz in 2020. Even though it's great that she was chosen, I can't forget that the same Hollywood has been blamed for how Lark turned out. What do you think, though? Did Hollywood play a role in Lark's fall? Do you think she should just stop trying to be famous and work on getting better? I'm just glad she's better. But tell me what you think in the area below for comments.